Trestan, welcome back.
Thank you.
What did you try to show today? What did you try to accomplish?
I just wanted to show that my footwork was really good, and my routes, they seen it on tape, so I just want to show them in person that my routes and my hands were really good. So it was like the emphasis for me today.
Did this day help you, do you think?
Yes, sir, I believe it helped a lot. A lot of scouts had a lot of good things to say, and they had some feedback for me that I can continue working on and helping my game. But for the overall, I think I earned a lot of money today.
Not surprised. Go ahead, Eric.
What's the draft process been like for you? Obviously, kind of the first time going through it.
It's been really busy, but it's really like a big waiting game. You knock out each thing, and each thing you knock out, you get closer and closer. But still, April seems so far away. But it's great. It's something you dreamed of since you were a kid, and I'm just trying to soak in it everything day by day.
Trestan, where have you been working out at?
I was in APEC in Fort Worth, and shout out to Bobby and those guys for getting me right. And then after the combine, I came back here in Waco and just worked out with the strength staff.
Too early to know if you've got any NFL franchises that want you to work out privately for them?
I got one with the Saints for sure. Yes, sir.
How'd the combine go for you? What was that experience like?
It was nice. It was a long process as well, waking up early and going to bed late. But once you get there and you get to run, it was just great. I kind of hurt my groin, so I didn't get to do everything I wanted to. But I ran a fast time, so it was good.
Is that why you did more here, maybe?
Yes, sir.
Than some of the other combine guys?
Yes, sir, because I hurt my groin, so I didn't get to do everything at the combine.
And what did you try to show the scouts today?
To be honest, I really wanted to show my versatility as far as in the drills, playing multiple positions. God, I've been able to do that my whole career here. And as far as like the combine workout, I definitely wanted to show that for a guy my size, being 6'4", 340, I can run, and I'm a very explosive guy. So I'm proud of today. You feel me? Like, obviously, I feel like every athlete would say, wish they could do something better, but I'm solid with the numbers today. And I feel like, if going into a rookie mini camp, I lose some more weight and stuff like that, I feel like I have nothing but room to improve. So.
Did it help not being the only offensive lineman out there?
That's a great question. Yeah. It definitely did. But, the scout that we had today, Chuck from the Browns, he was a good guy because usually, in these kind of, areas, they kind of harp on that, their conditioning and stuff like that. And like, they told me, like, for me, especially like I mentioned before, being my size, I looked like I was in shape. So did Xavier as well. So, like, I'm proud of that, you feel me? But it did help. It definitely did, having another person there to kind of motivate you and cheer you on, and me as well. So.
Was the time good for you? 40 and all that?
I definitely think it could have been a little bit better, but to be honest with you, I'm good with my number. I feel like my 10-yard split was really good. I showcased my explosiveness. So hopefully, teams look at that and I get the official number. Like, it was cool seeing that, but like deep down inside, like knowing, the competitive nature, it's just like I know I could do a little bit better than that, but I'm fine with that. You feel me? Like, it is what it is. So.
Are there some nerves when you see that many scouts just kind of watching every year?
To be honest, at first, yes, definitely. But then, once I started to see everybody else go, and just seeing guys, like dreams actually starting to come true, and you're like, you know what? Like, I was meant to be here. Like this is what I worked for all 5 years, I guess, if you count 6, if you count the COVID year. So, and then it's just like, like you work for this. So it's like once in the beginning, it definitely did, but then I started to calm myself down. So like, it was cool at the end though.
What kind of expectations do you have for this last month before the draft, before everything's coming up?
To be honest, I'm just a very realistic person. So like for me, I feel like just getting an opportunity, that's my biggest thing. Like if I were to hear my name called, dream come true. You feel me? But like being realistic with myself, I just want to be able to go somewhere and show that I belong. So like I truly believe I can play at the next level, and I feel like a lot of guys here showcase that. So.
Abram, what were you trying to show the scouts today?
Speed, hands, route running. Just pretty much that. I think I kind of showcased that I'm a lot faster than what people might think of or think I am. I know my deal is like a power back type of mentality, and I mean that is who I am. But like I got some speed to go with me, so I just want to show that I'm versatile all over the place. Whether that's anywhere you need to put me on offense, defense, wherever it might be. But I just want to show that I'm capable of being anywhere.
Did you get an official time on your 40?
I think the official time was a 4.5, so that's pretty much all I saw on the big TV screen. And for me, that's a plus for me. So I looked at that and I was happy about that.
Abram, what's this draft process been like for you since the Sugar Bowl till now?
It's been a business, honestly. It's just been meetings, Zoom calls, all that you can really think about. It's kind of like you're going, and going. It's like I said, it's a business. But I enjoyed every minute of it. I mean, it's everything you dream of. You know, as a little kid, you're looking up at guys in the NFL, guys in the league, and, you're finally being able to do it. And, I mean, to me, I'm just having fun with it. So I'm just blessed to be here.
You get any private workouts set up with anyone?
I got a couple set up. I got one next week, so looking forward to that.
What are the nerves like when you do something like this compared to when you step out on the field for a football game?
It's different, of course. I think on a football game, I'm just like looking to, you got the fans out there, everybody's rawing and all that. So the atmosphere is a lot different. Here it was like you got scouts, it's an interview. So it's not really as much as you want to have fun with it. It's still like you're here to get a job. So just the atmosphere was completely different. But I mean, either way it goes, I was out here with my guys, so it made a whole big difference with me, and I got a little bit more comfortable and just ran with it.
What were some of the takeaways that scouts gave you on things that they saw and things that you want to maybe improve on?
I think a lot of things that I had to touch on was just catching and route running. That was a big key for a lot of scouts with me, so that's something that I wanted to prove out here, and I feel like I did.
Obviously, you produced a lot of film this year. What kind of feedback have you gotten from scouts about, just the year you had?
Well, I mean, just film overall. I got film all over the place, so I think a lot of times when I'm talking to a scout, of course, they compliment me as a running back, but more so as a special teams player. Just being able to be versatile. You can kind of put me wherever on the field, linebacker, running back, special teamers, fly down on kickoff, whatever it might be. So I think that's a lot of things that people, that the scouts have told me about.
What kind of expectations do you have for the next month and for draft day?
Just visits, Zooms, meetings, just kind of the same stuff that I've been doing. Just, getting into, I guess, staying in shape, working out, and kind of just having fun while it's here.
Jalen, what did you try to show today to the scouts?
Yeah, I just wanted to come out here and be fluid in my drills. Obviously I didn't run a 40 at the combine, so I also wanted to show them that I do have that speed, the long speed, and, just have fun with my teammates. This was the last time to come out here and, have fun with those guys, and I think we did that. And it was good that the rest of the team showed up as well, so it was a fun day for us.
Did you get a time on your 40?
Yes, sir. It was like 4.44 to 4.51 range, so in that range, coaches got it at different times, but it was a solid time.
Is that what you wanted to do? I mean, is that kind of the range you wanted?
I wanted to go under 4.45, so yes, sir.
What's this whole process been like? The combine, the Senior Bowl, all that?
Yeah, it's been a surreal process, like this whole experience is, obviously different for all of us, our first time. And, I'm grateful, to be here and to experience, all these great moments. A lot of people don't get the opportunity to do this, and, I'm glad that I was chosen.
Seen you pretty high on the draft boards. What is your expectation going in?
I believe I'm the best out. I believe that I have the tool set along with the mentality to, make plays in the next level. And, I'm just trying to relay that to, the coaches and the executive staff on those NFL teams as well. So hopefully they could, choose me pretty early because I think I'm the best.
Jalen, do you have any private workouts set up?
No, sir.
What sort of feedback have you been getting from scouts?
That I'm an early guy, day one or day two. So it's looking pretty good right now, and I'm grateful in the position I'm in.
Jalen, obviously you're a guy who's used to big moments. What are the nerves like when you come out for something like this?
Yeah, the 40, obviously, because it's foreign to us, and we're not, you're not track runners, so that's probably was the most nerve-wracking because it's not something that we're, really used to. But when they brought the footballs out, that was, second nature for us. We were moving around and having fun like we was in Indy again out here at practice.
How much easier does it make it when you have guys and teammates that you're used to seeing alongside of you doing these things along with?
A lot easier, when you get to come out here and compete with your teammates, and just rub that energy off of each other, it makes your job really easy. And that's why I think we, did what we did last year because of the bond that we all have.
Is this a lot like the dream maybe that you had how many ever years ago that this is reality now?
I'm going to be honest, not really. I never, dreamed of, going to the NFL. I always dreamed of graduating from college and getting my degree, but, God had greater plans. So, like I said, I'm grateful to be here.
Jairon, what did you try to show the scouts today?
I wanted to show them that I could run a fast 40 and hit 225 a lot of times, so I did both those things, and I'm pretty happy with my performance today.
Do you know what your 40 time was?
Yeah, it was a 4.41 is what they put on the screen, so
How good was that to see? I mean, I'm guessing you knew you could do it, but just to see it come up.
Yeah, to see it come up is big. You know, I've been training the past 3 months to get my 40 time down, and to see that 4.41 was nice.
Still living on the high of the McFly?
Yeah, a little bit. It's dying down a little bit. So, you know, I've been focusing on preparing for pro day and putting my best foot forward for this training day. So, a little bit, yeah.
From going from walk-on to being put on scholarship to being in this position, can you kind of put that into words? What this has been like?
Yeah, it's been huge. You know, I've always had a chip on my shoulder being here at Baylor University, starting at the bottom for almost everything and making my way up to the top. So, you know, this is kind of like another step in that process, and I feel like I had a good day to prove what I can do on the football field.
What kind of feedback have you gotten from the scouts or NFL folks?
Yeah, a lot of feedback. You know, undrafted free agent is where I'm looking at right now, and I want to just make it a team in the camp, and that's what I'm hoping to do. So I'm excited for that.
Would that be just another chip?
Yeah, of course, always. You know, that's something I've carried with me since high school. So, you know, I'm kind of proud of it, and I want to show what I can do.
How do you deal with the nerves of like a pro day or one of these types of things? Considering I assume it's probably a little bit different than the nerves of a football game.
Yeah, I mean, the nerves are similar. You know, we've been in a lot of big games over the years, so, you know, you just kind of try to put that off to the side and trust in your preparation and come out here to do the best you can for everyone to see. So.
Just in terms of the feedback from scouts, what was the biggest thing that you took away from what they told you?
Yeah, I needed to run a fast 40. That was my thing from scouts looking at me on film. You know, they had me evaluated a little slower than what I knew I could run. So I put that chip on my shoulder and came out here and ran a faster time than what they had me evaluated for. So I was excited about that.
What was it like to come out here, compete one more time at Baylor with the guys that you played with?
Yeah, it was great to see all my friends, you know, Pitre and Tyquan, all those guys who went to the combine and did great. So seeing them for one last time was great, and competing with them was great also.
Say, when you saw Tyquan and Kalon run what they did at the combine,
Yeah.
did that give you a little more confidence going up against an impressive? Okay, maybe I'm as fast as them. I can hit around that.
Yeah, for sure. You know, training with those guys, practicing with those guys day in and day out, and then they go do that amazing thing they did, running 40s that fastest in combine history. You know, it gives you some confidence that you can go out there and run, not as fast as them, but pretty fast. So, yeah.
Jalen, what did you try to show the scouts today?
The movement in my drills, you know, in and out my breaks is kind of what I was focused on today. You know, I ain't have to worry about the 40, obviously. But, you know, I was just trying to focus in, getting in on my breaks and hip movements.
What was that like at the combine when you ran that? What were you kind of going through your head?
You know, I had some pressure on, you know, Tyquan ran his time the day before, so, you know, and I was in meetings during that time. But, you know, it felt great because, you know, I knew I was going to run like a fast time. But, you know, like just actually doing it and putting your mind to it, and these last 3 months, just putting in work into it, you know, it felt good.
Kalon, with that time that you ran at the combine, though, but I would imagine, though, that you're being able to show that you can play the position at the NFL level is something now that you've got to really hone it and really show scouts that you can do. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, yes, sir. I know, you know, most people say that I'm a track guy to play football. I try to show, like, I'm actually a football guy that's just fast that ran track. And so I just try to flip it. But, you know, like I said, I'm just trying to show, like, my ability that I can actually play football and not just rely on my speed.
What's your expectation going into the draft, or what are you hearing from them?
You know, I'm hearing a lot, but, you know, I'm just trying to take everything day to day, not trying to rush, not trying to look ahead, just wherever I am at the moment, you know, just trying to take it in, not trying to rush nothing.
Terrell, what did you try to show scouts today?
Yeah, I think just my competitiveness, you know, going through the linebacker drills, you know, did a lot of working on that. And then, you know, that I had the speed, top end speed. So was able to come out here, run my 40, and, you know, finished everything, stayed healthy. So grateful.
What's this whole process been like, you combine, everything else?
It's been fun, man. You know, it's definitely a lot going on. You don't really know what it's like until you go through it. So, you know, just grateful to have the opportunity. You know, I went to the Senior Bowl, ended up going to the Combine, and then, you know, finishing with Pro Day here. Just a great experience overall.
Terrell, did you ever get a 40 time on it?
Yeah, I ran from 4.58 to 4.61. So, I mean, I only ran one. I felt good with my time. Moved on to position drills and stuff. So,
I thought I had a good day.
Do you have any private workouts set up with any of the franchises?
I don't have any workouts. I have some visits coming up though.
Did you feel like you made money today?
I hope so. We'll see.
Is this better than the dream, or did you have a dream of this at one point?
Yeah, definitely. I think, growing up, Little League, all the way up to, when I first started here at Baylor, I think the NFL was always, kind of an afterthought. You never really know if you're going to make it. Everybody kind of dreams of getting there. So it's been, crazy just to have the opportunity to, work out in front of scouts and, do all the things that, you dreamed of as a kid.
What kind of feedback have they been giving you, just in terms of evaluation and also what you need to work on?
Yeah, I think, a lot of the scouts like my versatility and, different things that I can do blitz coverage-wise. I think, getting better with my hands in the box, being a little more active in the box are things that, I can always work on. But, I've been working really hard these past few months, and, I feel like I put up some good numbers, so I'm excited about that.
Terrell, just in terms of, you guys playing a bunch of big games during your career, how do the nerves of that compare to the nerves of running in front of like 50 scouts?
Yeah, it's different, man. You work all week and, work all year basically to play a football game. So kind of when you get there, you're kind of ready for that, and you don't really run 40s or do position work as much in front of other people. So a little bit different, but when it's time to go, it's time to go. So I think everybody came out here and did what we needed to do. So it was fun.
How do you think or how comfortable were you as far as like those lateral drills with the dummies?
Yeah, I was comfortable. Like I said, we did a lot of work these past few months, just getting ready for all the things that we're going to be put through. Thankful to everybody up at Exos and Frisco. I had a great team working with me there. So I'm just excited that I was able to compete and able to finish it out today.
Do you feel any emotions that this is kind of your last time here at Baylor doing anything on the field?
Yeah, definitely. That was something that I thought about when I was walking off, just, going through my last workout. I kind of started reminiscing about when I first got here in 2017 and, just the progress and just the strides that, everybody has made since we've been here. It's been crazy to think about. It goes faster than you think. The days are long, the years are short, so it's been fun.
Terrell, just in terms of, you going through this kind of unique process, how much do you lean on other guys that you've played with, like obviously Jalen and guys like that who are also going through it?
Yeah, definitely. Me and Jalen trained together at Exos in Frisco. So, we did pretty much every single workout together, all of our runs, our lifts, all of our position work together. So, me and him kind of going back and forth, just, helping each other out. I think, it's always good to have somebody on your side like that, somebody that's going through it, knows exactly, kind of what you're going through. So, I can't say enough good things about him. So I'm glad I had him by my side.
Was it crazy to see your teammates and what they were able to do in a 40 in Indy?
Yeah, man, you saw, we had Kalon, Tyquan, Trestan, JT, all those guys flying. I think some of those guys were a little bit under the radar, and I think I'm glad that woke them up a little bit. So.
There you go.
Tyquan, what'd you try to show the scouts today?
Just being able to take the 4-2 and put it into my routes. Playing with speed and show a little bit of my route running skills and being able to catch the ball.
What was going through your head when you ran that 4-2?
Nothing. I couldn't feel my body, actually. I was running so fast. I kind of stumbled at the beginning. So I was trying to, get on my horse a little bit. But, I don't know. I had clear thoughts at the time, but couldn't feel my body like I said. But I feel like I was running fast.
Are you hopeful that both what you did in Indianapolis and here can change with professional franchises think of your ability and what you could bring to a roster?
Yeah, just being under the radio a little bit. Nobody knew I was going to go out there and run the time that I ran. And so now they questioning, can he run routes or can he catch the football? That's what I've been doing, my 4 years here at Baylor. So I just wanted to, put that on display today at Pro Day.
Did you notice a change in how scouts talked to you from before you ran that to after?
Yeah, it's 4-2, you can't coach that, you know what I'm saying? So they go talk to you a little bit different, but that's not what it's about. I'm not just looking at myself like as a speed guy. I'm trying to show them that I'm a complete wide receiver.
Any feedback that you got from today's workout, or maybe even just from what you've heard from scouts?
Nah, I got feedback from myself. I felt like I did a great job. Went out there. Didn't put any balls on the ground, ran at a fast rate, running my routes, felt pretty clean up my break, so really just self-awareness.
Tyquan, what was it like to get some work in with Gary again?
Oh man, Gary got so much better. I'm ready to see him this year. Coach Vic Villard, they know what they doing. Them guys moving weight in the weight room. His arm got 10 times stronger. So and he was just dotting us up today, definitely.
So it's coming in with a little bit more of a zip.
Yeah, more zip and more precision to it too.
Okay.
Yeah, Drew, what were you trying to show scouts today?
Just like what I put on tape. I feel like I'm, when it comes to running routes and catching the ball, that's what I'm best at, looking smooth. So I was really looking forward to the route portion there at the end and felt pretty good about what I put out there.
Did you think you might not do it the rest of the way after? What did you pull up?
Yeah, on the 40, I kind of rose up halfway and just felt my hammy kind of tweak a little bit. But I kind of felt like I needed to showcase the routes. I mean, that's what they come there to see. So that's why I didn't do the pro agility L drill, but try to save it for the routes. And so I was able to kind of just get through that and still felt good about it.
Drew, was that the hammy that's kind of giving you the issues over the year?
Yeah, it was kind of the same one. And when you're running full speed like that, stuff can happen. And so yeah, it was kind of a similar situation.
What were the nerves like for something like this? Different than, I'm assuming, when you play a game?
Yeah, it's different just because it's only you out there for most of it. I mean, on the game, you got your teammates to rely on. A team sport versus an individual performance is a lot different. But honestly, like once you're out there, you kind of just lock in and focus on what you need to do.
Tyquan said there's a little more zip on Gary's throws today. Did you feel that too?
Yeah, he's zipping it. He's looking good. He's you got to look it in because it's coming in fast. But he's looking real good. I'm sure he'll have a really good spring. So looking forward to see what those guys do next fall.
Drew, is your big deal just to try to get into camp, that kind of thing?
Yeah. Get into camp, and I feel like once I get there, stay healthy and do kind of what I did here and improve myself through camp and those opportunities. And, there's a lot of stories of NFL guys, taking the long path. And so you never know what happens. Just take my opportunity and do the best I can with it.
Anything else? Drew, you weren't here for very long, but in your 1 year, what did you kind of take away from this program? What do you see as far as the direction they're headed?
Up. I mean, to see what they did in the year that I came here was incredible. Coach Aranda and their staff. I mean, they're locked in. I don't think they're gonna, they're proud of the accomplishments that we did last year, but they're attacking this year like it's a brand new year. And I think that's the mindset that they need to have and not be complacent. And I think that, that attitude moving forward is they're gonna be successful. So.
Yeah, Riley, what did you feel like you were trying to show the scouts today?
I felt like I was trying to show my speed, show strength. I went to Florida and trained for about 2 months and just worked on my 40 time, worked on my shuttles, and just worked on putting on some weight. So I felt like I showed a lot today.
You feel like you ran a good time in the 40?
Yeah. So Baylor said 4.41. So I felt pretty confident about that.
Raleigh, years ago, you came in here to a Baylor camp just to kind of see if you could get a scholarship offer. Now it's kind of come full circle here with Pro Day. Can you think about that, what that process has been like over these several years?
I feel like that kind of gives me chills just to think about me back when I was like 15, 16, coming here to try and earn my scholarship from Coach Browse and Coach Bennett. And I feel like thinking about that, it's just a lot, just thinking about all the seasons that I played here and then going back to all the way back in high school thinking about earning my scholarship because I went to like 2 or 3 camps and it was definitely a process to get an offer from Baylor, and I'm just thankful for that.
Your brother going through it, did that help you in terms of preparing for this? Or?
Yeah, my older brother went to TCU and his pro day was back in like 2017. And then just being able to talk to him about it, talk to him about drills and about the 40 training, all that stuff helped.
What was it like just being back here and you had a bunch of your DB friends with you?
Yeah, it felt great. It felt great being around Kalon and JT and Pitre and just all those guys that I played so many games with. It was definitely fun today.
Seeing what Kalon did at the combine, did that give you confidence working with him every day in practice? Like, oh man, maybe I can hit that 4.3, 4.4 mark.
Yeah, for sure, man. Kalon's fast, man, and since high school we all knew he was fast, and he did great at the combine, and it was great to watch.
What kind of feedback have you been getting from scouts? What are you kind of expecting over the next month?
Just talking about my speed. They like my 40. They like my strength today, and then just like my overall performance in drills and everything. So it's been some pretty positive feedback.